Hey, welcome to Mommy's Peace channel. I had such a chaotic week. I always have a chaotic week, but I was able to find time to set up a tripod and show you guys a typical morning for my household. Now, this is just me packing lunch and also making breakfast for the kids. And you will see, this is as realistic as it gets, okay? Today, they will be taking rice and stew with plantain to school. And then for breakfast, they will have eggs and plantain. Now, if you remember that delicious stew that we made, that's that. It will serve for their rice and stew. I scoop out some, pop that in the microwave while getting everything else ready. Now, this rice is leftover rice from the day before that we use for dinner. So I'm just going to steam that up a little bit. I usually add a little bit of water to create the steam and leave it on low heat. That way it heats up. And that's what they will take to school. So there's no need for me to boil any new rice because we had some from the night before. 9 times out of 10 for lunch, I am giving the kids leftovers, except if whatever we ate the night before completely ran out, then I may prep something else. I've come to realize that prepping helps make your morning go faster. So that's just what I usually do. Now I'm just prepping my plantains. I like seasoning my plantain with seasoning salt because you have the salt and then you have a little bit of extra seasoning like paprika and everything in there. So I leave that to the side just to marinate while I prep for my eggs. I like using pepper, onions, and tomato for my egg, and not any pepper but yellow pepper. And I also just added habanero pepper later to this as well, just for the little kick. And thank God for food processors, because you don't have to sit and blend or cut anything. You can just chop it to whatever consistency you like, and it helps a lot with grinding and making things fast. I added the pepper right there, and that's done. Olive oil, while we wait, we just get our eggs cracking. Now, I absolutely love using olive oil in my cooking. Some people don't, but I love it. I love the taste of it. I love the flavor of it. And I also love it for the health components. It's not as unhealthy as all the other oils. I love palm oil as well, but I usually just use that for my soups. So 9 times out of 10, I'm using olive oil and palm oil. Now, I did add a little bit of seasoning powder. I think I used only 1 cube. And then my island blend seasoning. I love using this for my eggs and potatoes. It just adds a nice taste to it. And while that goes, I just mix my eggs and get it all good and ready to go. And clean up a little bit. Now in the background, I just set up the lunchbox and make sure that it's all nice and clean and that everything is all ready for me to start prepping and getting ready. Now for this, I made large quantity of eggs just because mom has got to eat too. So they will have some for breakfast and I will also eat some, and my husband as well. So yeah, so we basically use a whole crate of eggs. I don't add any milk to make anything fluffy. I just use straight eggs and veggies.
Okay, let's go back.
Now we're going to add our rice to our stew. I like mixing food to give to the kids because they are still young. So it just makes it easier for them to just eat it mixed already. So I will mix that all up and put it in their lunchbox for them. And yeah, makes it a lot easier. And they tend to finish that instead of putting stew. Now, if I do separate them, someone like my daughter will eat all the stew and meat and leave the white rice for you. So it is better to just mix it all up and put in their flax. I'm just transferring. I'm right-handed, so I love using my right burner. I think everyone loves their right burner, but I just love mine. So we're getting ready for our plantains. And the plantain has basically been marinated there for a little bit, so it's all nice and ready to be fried up. Now this particular batch is probably going to be the batch that we'll use for breakfast, and the other batch will be the batch that we'll use for lunch. Now I love the new Honest juice box because it gives you a space for you to write something for the kids. So I usually leave a little note for them with my terrible handwriting, but they love it when you do that. And look at that, rice and stew ready to go. Such a Nigerian breakfast and Nigerian lunch. Now I'm going to scoop out some eggs for them and get that to them to start eating while I finish up. That way we are not running behind schedule. Now, my kids love plantain. I think everyone loves plantain, but they love plantain. So I make a lot of plantain in the house as well.
Can you keep my socks?
You know where your socks is? It's under your storage, your room,
What?
in your bed. Under your bed. That's where your socks is.
And there she is. Plantain and eggs, typical morning breakfast for a Nigerian. Nice, healthy, and filling as well. So this batch is for lunch.
Sit down and eat.
What?
Go sit down and eat. Okay, after you eat, I'll help you with your socks. Yes.
My
time to finish packing up their lunch. I've already put the rice in their flask, and I've already put a Ritz cracker. That's the snack that I decided to do today. And their juice box. Now, I usually do either crackers, or I do some fruits, or if I really want to, I give them a treat and give them some cookies. But we usually do fruits or crackers. Now today we're doing crackers. Now look at that. Nice, simple, and quick. I think the whole process took me 45 minutes to get breakfast and lunch for the kids. So this is nice and easy. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a thing or two.